Well, good morning and welcome. Governor Branstad and I have completed the second week of our Jobs for Iowa tour, and we've been really pleased with the turnout. We've had phenomenal turnout at every one of the stops, and it's clear based on those that have attended and who have engaged and who want to see Iowa move forward, that our comprehensive plan of limited taxes and limited regulations is exactly what we need to get the number of jobs that we need to grow Iowa and see it become a prosperous state. Most importantly, is this is not a piecemeal approach. We, just as Iowans, will be working together in order to realize our administration's goal of 200,000 new jobs. We will be working with the legislature in order to enact our entire job creation agenda. One major component of this is ensuring that we know the full impact of the rules and regulations that are drafted. Governor Branstad will now announce our next major action on job creation and a vitally important tool to recognize the job creations that we need for the state. Governor Branstad?
This morning I'll be signing Executive Order 71. This will require a job impact statement on all proposed new rules. It will mean there will be a cost-benefit analysis, and each agency that proposes a rule will indicate what impact this will have on jobs. This is part of our effort to make sure that the decisions that we make, and we recognize our responsibility to protect the health, safety, and well-being of Iowans in the rulemaking process, but we also want to know the impact it's going to have on jobs in our goal of creating 200,000 jobs over the next 5 years. We are also in the process of laying the groundwork to do a comprehensive review of all the existing rules and regulations as well. And the Lieutenant Governor and I have participated in many of these hearings that the Republicans in the Senate and House have conducted across the state, and we are impressed with the number of citizens that have expressed their concerns and ideas on how we can make the rulemaking process better and reduce some of the negative impact on the creation of jobs. And I want to, first of all, congratulate the legislators who have participated. The turnout, I think, has been very good. I want to ask Senator Merlin Bartz, who has conducted many of those hearings, to say a few words. Senator Bartz.
Thank you, Governor. I'll let Majority Leader Altmaier speak for the House. On behalf of the Senate, we applaud the Governor's efforts in asking for a jobs fiscal statement regarding these particular rules. We have had close to 700 people now attend the Reopen Iowa for Business tour. 7 public hearings. We have 4 to go. We've had over 200 written comments coming out of those particular meetings regarding specific examples in some cases, and in other cases general examples as to how the rules process should go in the future. And I think it's real important to note that with the Governor signing this particular executive order, we applaud his efforts in understanding the ramifications that administrative rules have on Iowans. Representative Altmaier?
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge that the lady we'd have liked to have had before you this morning is Representative Dawn Pettengill, who co-chairs the tour and is the House Chair of the Rules Committee. Representative Heaton is here with us this morning as well, who has joined me on the Rules Committee for several years. But Representative Pettengill has talked repeatedly with me about the number of people that have come, the things that they have heard. We've been really excited that we've had this opportunity to listen to Iowans. It's part of what we talked about in the campaigns and the election, and now what we want to deliver on. Iowans want to be able to tell some of their stories, and I really appreciate the work that the committee is doing in cataloging those to see where we can move forward to make life a little easier and break down some barriers here in Iowa. The governor's executive order is going to go a long way in making that a reality, and I think this is just a real exciting time for Iowans. I appreciate all the hard work.
I want to thank the legislators for their cooperation. Lieutenant Governor and I will continue our Jobs for Iowa tour in eastern Iowa this week as part of this continuing effort. We also commend the legislature on their hard work to meet the been following deadlines. And now, of course, we'll focus more and more as we get closer to the end of the session on the appropriations and ways and means process. And so we're interested in not only reducing the regulatory burden, but also the tax burden. And we appreciate actually the House has passed out our Partnership for Economic Progress on a unanimous vote in committee. So we're very appreciative of that. That's another important step forward. With that, we'd open it for your questions.
So far, 56 people have signed up to speak at the public hearing tonight. I believe 52 of them are against the bill. Any message to them? Or any thoughts on the hearing?
Well, I think it's important for people to have an opportunity to speak on whatever issue it might be. I think it's pretty obvious that there is a significant concern throughout the country on these issues. One of the things I appreciate is that the governor is supposed to be representing management, and management in this case being the taxpayers. Unfortunately, in Iowa, this last time, I didn't get that opportunity. The previous governor just accepted the first demand from the unions without any negotiations. I don't think that's the way the system was intended to work.
Did you have any thoughts about the judicial branch increase?
Well, I'm not surprised that with what's happened in the other contract that that's what would happen. And I respect the fact that these are challenging times for all of us. But I think we also need to respect the fact that we don't have the resources to pay for this, so it's going to have to come out of the existing budgets.
Merlin or your employer, talk about the difference between the Democrats' red tape commission and your regulation commission. Is this just duplication, or yours is better because why?
I've had an opportunity to very briefly look at the red tape commission bill, and I think the greatest irony of the red tape commission bill is it sets up an additional commission. One of the things that we're trying to do in our gathering of information is we're going directly to the folks that are affected by administrative rules and regulations. And as you all know, they have the same effect as law. And in receiving this testimony, we're hoping that we can come up with situations, we can find and catalog those situations where we can improve the rules process, or in some cases actually, change the rules or start again in a better environment situation, so that Iowans know that the rules make common sense and that they help with job creation and not stymie or killing jobs. And I think that's the major difference between a red tape commission, which involves a whole bunch of government, heads of departments, versus going out and actually getting testimony from individual Iowans that are affected by rules.
And I understand Democrats also have their services, say, like maintenance. That's what's the difference between what they're doing.
I haven't. You might have to inform me, because I haven't heard about any meeting dates or scheduled meetings regarding the red tape commission bill. The only thing I've seen is the bill out there, which actually creates an